Hi, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Lindsay Rhymes here with the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams and the Consumer Quarterback radio and TV show. And I wanted to do a quick chat about new construction homes. Some of you guys out there may be deciding between going with new construction or a traditional single family residence or a resale. And one of the things that you want to keep in mind is that when you go with a new construction property, there is a sales rep at that property that acts as the agent in that situation. Some clients think that because they have that sales rep, they don't then need their own real estate agent and their own representation. And I will tell you from personal experience, dealing with these new construction builds and builders that are really pumping out a lot of properties, even if they're a small guy, they're still doing quite a bit of properties. And then you've got the big guys that are just popping up neighborhoods everywhere. It's really beneficial to have your own representation in those situations. I'll tell you a couple of reasons why. Typically, most of my clients are not involved in a ton of real estate transactions throughout the course of their life, which means they're not familiar with real estate contracts. They don't understand the implications of some of the things that are in those contracts. And when you have a real estate agent by your side going through that information with you, it's easier to digest and understand. And you can also ask for specific things with certain builders that you may not know that you can do. So here's an example. One of my current clients that we are going under contract for a new construction home with has some big fears related to mold. And the reason for that is because the single family residence that they lived in for so long, they had to do a significant amount of mold remediation, and it was very expensive. They went under contract on a new construction home prior to engaging me as their agent, and they did an inspection pre-drywall and found mold. And this previous builder that they were with did not let them do a mold remediation. And they said, hey, it's gonna void the warranty, and we're not comfortable delaying the project and all of this kind of stuff. And so my clients went through this whole process and spent many months under contract waiting for this build to happen. And then they were in a situation at a crossroads where they had to cancel that contract. Now, luckily they did get their deposit money back, which was awesome. And since that happened, they have engaged me and my services as a real estate agent. The process this time for them has been so much different, so much better, so much smoother. And I can advise them on the way to go about this type of scenario, getting written approval to have our own inspectors come in and take a look at that property, having it in writing to make sure that we can do the inspection pre-drywall, that we can treat for mold if there is mold pre-drywall, and we can re-inspect pre-drywall. And for those of you guys who don't know, it's a lot easier to treat mold before the drywall is up and retest it at that time. There are a ton of builders out there that are not covering the home properly, and so the wood is exposed. Now, oftentimes if you talk to the builder, they say, well, it's pre-treated wood, and so it's just a non-issue. When the reality of the situation is in Florida, it is an issue. I myself built my dream home, designed and built my dream home, and within 2 years, we had to do a mold remediation because our builder said it's pre-treated wood, and so there will be no issues. And that really, in fact, was not the case. And so there's so many different things. This is just one example, but there's so many different things when you're talking about a new construction home that you want to make sure of, and you want to be able to do your own due diligence. If you look at those contracts and you read those contracts, there are scenarios where some of the builders say that you have no right to enter pre-closing. So really looking through that is very important, and understanding that is very important. And if you're not doing real estate on a daily basis, you're not familiar with pre-construction homes, this can be overwhelming. And you can miss things, and unfortunately later down the road it could cost you a lot of aggravation, a lot of time, and a lot of money. And so I do encourage you that if you're thinking about pre-construction, it is an amazing idea. There's so many benefits and so many perks of doing pre-construction, right? You know, everything is new. You get to pick out all of your finishes. It's a really, really fun process. And so I empower my clients and everyone that I talk to engage a professional real estate agent in that process, because you want it to be fun. You want it to be as little stress as possible. And of course, we never promise there aren't going to be any bumps in the road. We never promise perfection. But what we promise is that we are going to be in your corner every step of the way, advising you and looking out for you and really pointing things out that you might not think of. So that's the topic for today. Just a quick little chat about pre-construction. And you know, the other thing about realtors is we know the builders in the area. We know how they operate. We've worked with probably all of them because they're just known, and those are the builders around us. So we can give you the skinny and the 411 and all of that jazz if that's the way that you're thinking about going. So if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us at our hotline 813-917-1894. If you found some value in this video, please like and share. And as always, we are here for you, and we hope that you have a blessed and happy day.